welcome to KK Java tutorials. In this video of data structure and algorithm, we will talk about representation of singly linked list in Java. Yeah. So first of all, we'll try to understand all the concept, and then after we'll move for further its implementation. Yeah. So as far as singly linked list concerned, singly linked list is a data structure used to store collection of nodes and having following properties. First property says that it has sequence of nodes, right? So it can have one and many nodes, right? Every node has two parts. First part is a data and second part is the reference to the next node in the list, right? Now third point says that first node is called the head node, and last point says last node always points to the null, and this is the pictorial representation. If you look into the pictorial representation, so this linked list is having a 5 nodes, right? 1 2 3 4 5, right? So first node is always pointing to the head node. First node is called always head node. So here if you look into the every node is basically made up of the two parts. First part is which is holding the data, right? And second part which is holding the reference or address of the next node, right? And this way linked list is basically linear data structure. So you have basically different nodes and every node is attached with some reference, right? If you look into the last node, so last node is having a data part, but reference part is always pointing to the null, and that's the indication of end of the list, right? So let's say this is basically representation of a singly linked list. So singly linked list, we start traversing from the head and we can go till the basically last node which is pointing to the null reference, right? So this is all about the concept related to how basically singly linked list is represented. Let's see how we can implement in Java, right? So here I have Eclipse, and here you can see I have a package called java.kkjavatutorials.util. So here I'm going to create a generic class. So basically I'm going to implement a generic linked list. So I'm going to create a, let's say, linked list, right? And I'm going to create a generic class. So just I have created a class is called linked list. So as I have shown in the picture, linked list always represents in the node, right? So you have various node and every node is connected with some reference, right? And that's how linked list is represented. So here within this class I'm going to create one inner class, and that may be a private class, right? So I'm going to private static class, I would say node, and again I'm going to create a generic node, right? So here this node always contains the two part. One is the data part and second the reference. So here I'm going to declare two variables. First here data part, data would be here just I'm declaring a generic data type, and second part would be the node part itself, right? Node, which is always pointing to the next node, right? So let's give the name of this node is next. Yeah, and here I'm going to basically create a constructor. Yeah, so I've created a constructor which basically in constructor I'm not going to pass this reference, only I'm going to pass this data, right? Data which I want to add in the singly linked list, and basically first node initially that would be pointing to the null, right? Now this is basically a internal class which represents basically node. Now let's say I'm going to create a main method over here, and here let's say I would like to create the singly linked representation something like this: 10, then I would like at 20, then 30, then 40, then I would like to add 50, and of course this guy will point to the null. So this linked representation I would like to create, right? So how we can do that? So it's pretty simple. First of all I have to create a node, so node of integer, and let's say this node is called head node, right? So as I have shown in the picture, first node is always pointing to the head, so that's why I'm going to give this reference name as node head, right? So first node is always pointing to the head, so new node, and new data, just I'm adding 10, right? And that's what this head node is going to point, right? Now let's say I'm going to create few more nodes. Let's say I would say second node, second node, second node point to will hold the data as 20. Similarly, I'm going to create third node. I will say third node, then fourth node, and then fifth node, right? Let's change the value 10, 20, then we have a 30, then 40, and last node would contain the data as 50. Yeah. Now let's say I would like to display this basically entire single linked list. So I have to start from the head and need to traverse till last node until unless I do not get the null, right? So it's pretty simple. So I would do node integer, okay, and let's say this is a current node. Give the name as current node, and current node I'm going to assign this head, right? And now let's say I'm going to apply while loop. In while loop I have to check if current node not equal to null, right? Then we'll go inside. What we'll do, we will display the data part. So data part I'm going to use print method, and here I would say current dot data, yeah, and here I am putting the space, and then I'll do current equal to current dot next, and this I am going to assign to the current node itself, right? So just what we are going to do here, we are checking head node, basically current node is pointing to the head node is not null. Then we'll go inside, we'll print the data, and then we'll move the pointer by one, right? So always we'll go the current dot next, current dot next, current dot next, until we'll move till we do not get the null, right? And we are printing the data as well as we can point the current node itself, right? So that we can see the when we get the reference as null, right? So that's all, yeah. But there is some problem, right? Here head node is pointing to the basically data which is having 10, right? Now head dot next I'm going to point second node, right? Now second dot next I'm going to point third node, then third node dot next I'm going to point fourth node, and fourth dot next I'm going to point fifth node. Cool. So here you can see here initially head node is pointing to 10, and head node dot next I have assigned this second node. Again second node dot next, of course this will hold the third node value. Similarly fourth dot next will hold the fifth value, right? And that's it, we are done. Now I'm going to put a debug point over here, right? And I'm going to run in the debug mode. Now let's run in debug mode, and here you can see the head node is basically contains the data as 10, right? Within the head is basically holding the entire linked list. That's the thing, right? Here we start from the head dot next is second dot next is third. So basically head is holding the entire linked list, your entire linked list. So head data is 10, you can see over here, right? Then when we do the head dot next, then we get the data as 20, right? Again when we do second dot next, then we'll get data as 30. Similarly again we'll do the next, then 40, again it will do next, then 50, and after that is pointing to the null, right? So last node is pointing to the null, right? So let me press F6, and here you can see 10 and corresponding reference got printed. Now linked list is over. So here you can see node 10 is pointing to this reference. Net 20, 30, 40, every node has some reference, but last node, which is we had added as a 50, does not have any reference, which is that is pointing to the null, and that's the basically indication this loop should exit, right? So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial, guys. So this is pretty simple. I have shown you how is the single list can be represented in Java, right? And as far as this code concern, I'm going to post this code on my blog kkjava.tutorials.com, and whatever concept we had discussed in the slide, those concepts also I'm going to add there, and that link I will provide in the video description. Guys, big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.